Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're doing another 8-4 Dragons of Tarkir Fate Reforged draft. Opened a rare that I don't want to first pick. Uncommons are okay, Deathfang and Dragon Hunter. And commons, I think we're probably just going to first pick an Epic Confrontation. There's also a Pacifism here, but I like Confrontation more, despite the fact that you need a creature to make it good and it doesn't deal with everything, but I like it more in this format than Pacifism. So I think I'm going to first pick that, despite it being a green card and, you know, players not liking green or whatever. I still like green, so whatever. I'll first pick this, and close is Pacifism and a Tarka Efreet, probably, because I'm a big fan of that card too. But yeah, let's first pick a sweet removal spell. Okay, follow-up pick. Best card in the pack is probably Tail Slash. Uh, on color cards, we have Lurking Eric's and Segmented Crotique, which are both fine. There's also Stormcrack Elemental is pretty awesome too. It's a good, efficient card. I don't mind second picking another removal spell. Tail Slash is a pretty good one. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say it's better than Epic Confrontation, but it's certainly good. I think Lurking Eric's and Segmented Crotique are a little bit more replaceable, so I don't need to stay on color and pick them. I think for now I'll just take the Tail Slash, which, like I said, I think is the best card remaining in this pack. It's a toss-up between that and Stormcrag Elemental, maybe. This card's pretty awesome, too. It's pretty efficient. But, alright. Tail Slash. Okay. So now we have Savage Ventmaw, if I want to stay in the red-green path. There's also a Tarka Beastbreaker, which is a solid 2-drop. In red, there's also a Scream Reach Brawler. Best card in the pack is probably Beastbreaker, Dragon Hunter, Ventmaw. I mean, Ventmaw's big dragon. Nothing wrong with that. I do like Beastbreaker, and if I end up red-green, I'm really going to want some Beastbreakers. They're pretty awesome. I'm trying to think how much better, or trying to weigh Ventmaw versus Beastbreaker here. Like, this is a big dragon. I guess I'll take Ventmaw. I don't know. It's fine. Okay. Probably just taking another dragon here. Which would I prefer, the Trample Dragon or the First Strike Dragon? I think First Strike's probably better than the Trample one. Yeah, I think that's right. Best card in the pack? I don't know, maybe Coat with Venom? Something like that. Faithful and Butcher and Student are all like playable too, but I'm okay taking another dragon here. I think that's fine. I do think Stormwing's likely better than Herd Chaser, so we'll take that. Okay. I think fine time to pick up a Segmented Crotique. Best card in the pack is probably uh, might be Segmented Crotique. Defeat and Artful Maneuver are fine and playable, but not amazing. I think Segmented Crotique's pretty good. Ooh, Commune with Lava is actually, I think, fairly playable, and I'm really not giving up anything here. Butcher's Glee is like probably the best card remaining in this pack, but whatever. Commune with Lava is I think actually pretty playable. I mean, you do it at the end of your opponent's turn, and then you get a bunch of extra cards. I haven't played with it yet, but I feel like I played against it, and I've seen it played, and I think it's okay. It's an interesting card. Gives you a little bit of options, especially when you're flooded. Like I said, I'm not giving up anything for it, so we'll take it. Okay, so now there's Conifer Strider and Tormenting Voice and Impact Tremors. I actually like Conifer Strider, and I think it's a good card with Epic Confrontation and Tail Slash. Okay, let's take it. I think it's pretty good, actually. Okay, so a late Dramoka Warrior. That might be a sign White's open. I'm not really interested in explosive vegetation. If I had an Ancestral Vision or something. I mean, it's not bad. It's just not great either. It could open me up for a splash, but I might even table a sheltered area or two. So I can just play that instead. So I think we actually take a Dramoka Warrior here. I feel like that might be a sign for White. Like, I mean, that's a late Dramoka Warrior. Could end up red-white perhaps or something. Alright, this is our first pack, so I'll take Lose Calm here. It's fine. There's a Territorial Rock too, but whatever. Ooh, wow. Well, table 2 green cards, so we'll take the Lurking Erix over the second Conifer Strider. I mean, this card's fine. It's not amazing, but I like the Formidable ability. Plus, it'll work well with Conifer Strider or any of our high power guys. I'll take it. None of these cards really interest me, so I guess I'll take this. That's a late Ojutai's Breath. Could also take a Kolagon Stormsinger, but I'm not a huge fan of that card, and I think it's pretty replaceable, so we'll take the Ojutai's Breath. Alright, Display of Dominance is a sideboard card I can consider. I don't think it's that good. We'll cut green. Okay, so fairly successful pack 1. Nothing insane, but we got a couple good removal spells and some good late game cards. So I guess at this point I'm going to need some cheaper stuff, because between Savage Vintmaw, Segmented Crotique, Stormwing Dragon, I feel like I have some pretty good 6-drop finishers. Boltwing Marauder. Let me see if a foil one's worth anything. Yes, a foil one is worth an entire 4 cents. So this card is for dashing. Otherwise, it's a pretty efficient 5-drop. I could take it. Is there anything better I mean, I probably just take the Elemental. It's not as good as Boltwing Marauder, but it's pretty good. It is another 6-drop, though. But then again, do I just want to play a Boltwing Marauder and just splash right away? It's a pretty efficient dragon, like I said. I don't have any haste creatures, though. I don't have any dash creatures either. Dash or haste. Is there even haste in this? Yeah, there is haste in this form, that Kolagon Stormsinger. I mean, it's fine. It has flying. It's a big threat. I like Stormcrag Elemental. I think it's a pretty good card, though. There's also Colossadon Yearling, but I think Elemental is actually better. It's a big finisher. Okay. So Monument for a little bit of ramp. Doesn't seem bad in this deck, actually. Because remember, these double is like 6 drops. There's also Summit Prowler, though, which is a nice, efficient threat. There's a Misthoof Kieran. I'm trying to think how badly I want a Monument in here. It's not bad, but it's not amazing either. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to weigh a Monument versus a Prowler. I think I probably have enough late game where I could see Monument being fine here. Hope to table another Conifer Strider or Summit Prowler. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. I like the Monument. Okay, so Berserker versus another Crotique and Treadupon. Treadupon's fine. Berserker's only fine too. I'm okay taking I mean, we're going to have a lot of 6 drops, but they also are 3 drops too, I guess. It's a lot of morphs. I need some more cheap creatures, is what I need. I guess we tabled Crotique last time. Is this pack deep enough where I could table another one? Maybe I do take the Berserker. Alright. See if we table another Crotique. Ooh, well, this is our pack, so now we have the choice between Bowmaster, Quartermaster, Dragonscarred Bear. I do like the Quartermaster quite a bit. 3 mana, 3/3. 4 mana 3/4 is also good. It fits the curve a little bit better, but I think Quartermaster is just a really solid card. There's also a Dragon Scarred Bear, but I think the 3/3 being able to I think this card is just the best one. Being able to move tokens around is pretty big. I've gotten a chance to play with and against it a couple times, and I do think it's a very solid card. I think I'm gonna take it over the Bowmaster. I do like the Bowmaster too. All right, Epic Confrontation late. Got to take that pretty happily. There's a Scream Reach Brawler in here too, but that's all right. Okay, so now Tread Upon versus Volcanic Rush. There's a Kolagon Monument for that Dragon Splash I considered but didn't do. What did I take over it again? Stormcrag Elemental. I'm okay with that. Stormcrag's good. All right, I guess we take Tread Upon. It's a cheaper trick. And I don't think this is a Volcanic Rush deck yet. All right, Glade Watcher seems like something this deck might need. There is Seismic Rupture, but I think this deck wants Glade Watcher pretty badly with 2 Epic Confrontations and just like no early game. So Glade Watcher's pretty good for holding down the fort early on. All right, Ambusher seems like something I can play. Otherwise, it's Kindled Fury. But yeah, I think with all these morphs, we can do Ambusher. All right, so now we have Conifer Strider again, or we can take the Kindled Fury. 17 cards with 10 creatures currently. I might need some more creatures. I do think Kindled Fury is a pretty nice trick, though. What's my removal right now? Double Epic Confrontation, Tread Upon, Trick, Tail Slash. That's about it. A second Conifer Strider. I'm trying to think if that's even worth it. I guess I'll take Kindled Fury. I think having access to Kindled Fury is nice. So I can search up Savage Ventmaw, Stormwing, Dragon. That's okay. I think I'll take Explosive Vegetation. If there's a must splash expensive card, I can consider it. All right, we did table Crotique again, which we'll take. So we've got all these morphs. More than enough late game. So out of this third pack, I think we're just going to have to pick up some early game. This doesn't strike me as a lose calm deck. None of these cards really matter. Take the foil. Whatever. Sure. Okay, so I just need some cheap stuff, and we'll be fine. Some cheaper stuff. Yeah, we've got late game on lockdown. I do actually think Monument looks fine here, helping us to get a 6 on turn 5. I wish we had more 5 drops to reward us for the Monument, but it's okay. I'd prefer to not play 18 lands, but that is a lot of 6 drops that flip up. I mean, multiple segmented Crotiques. I feel like if I can get to 6 mana, I've got just bomb after bomb after bomb to play. Oh my god. Torrent Elemental is so good. Yeah, we got to take that. Let's see what else is in here. Elite Scale Guard, which is also insane. And that's about it. So we'll take the Torrent Elemental. This card is just bonkers. So I guess at this point we're splashing for blue. Because this card is certainly worth the splash. So that means Explosive Vegetation has to come in. Guess we could also play Ojutai's Breath then, maybe, but I'm not sure that's worth the splash. And yeah, Torrent Elemental is just one of those cards that's too good to pass up. Plus, you can get it back from exile, which is just insane. All right, there is Arc Bond, which is good. There's also a Bathe, which is also really good. I mean, neither is going to table. Arc Bond's got more potential upside, but Bathe is like consistently kill something when you want. I like the consistent a little more, but I do like the board wipe effect too. That's tough. That's really tough. I mean, you get some potential huge damage. And I guess you can use it in conjunction with a fight spell if it really comes down to it. Like I said, though, Bathe is a little more consistently just play, kill something. I think I'm going to go Bathe. I like Arcbond a lot, but I want the Bathe. Jeez, Valorous Stance. I think we got to take Hunt the Weak here. Probably Table Formless Nurturing, which is good. All right. Hunt the Weak it is. Okay, so now there's Goreswine, Frontier Mastodon. I don't have a lot of 4-power guys until pretty late. So I think Goreswine might be better, although Frontier Mastodon 3-2 works better for fighting with Epic Confrontation. How many things can get me Frontier Mastodon? I guess I can do a count, but I have to count these as like hard cast, which moves them up there. There's only like 5 things. 3-2 still might be better than 4-1 for my deck, though. Like I said, because of like Hunt the Weak and Epic Confrontation. I think I'm taking Mastodon. Alright, Thornwood Falls seems like something I want. I mean, I have a deck already. I could take the Return to the Earth, but Thornwood Falls is going to help this Torrent Elemental splash quite a bit. I might not even have to run Explosive Vegetation. Although Vegetation taking me from 4 to 6 is pretty nice. Maybe I do play the Vegetation. I've got a lot of stuff I want to cast with 6 mana. So Collateral Damage, I guess, works with Lose Calm, but I'm not really interested in that for this deck. There's Map the Waste, but it's not going to be on turn 3. I'm not really going to be able to take advantage of Bolster. I think Huge Stone Retainer seems a little bit difficult to play in here too. So what does that leave us with? I don't know. Maybe I'll want a Collateral Damage. Likely not. Maybe I want to play Map the Waste instead of Explosive Vegetation. I guess it's possible. I don't really need Explosive. Guess we'll take another Mastodon. I don't even know if I want those, though. I just can't find a 2-drop for the life of me. All right, here's Frontier Siege, but I think we want the Inok Guide. We've got the Torrent Elemental. Maybe Inok Guide's the only one I want to play now that I think about it. I don't need Vegetation or Map the Waste. I play Inok Guide and a Thornwood Falls in one island, and we have enough ways to get Torrent Elemental, and at least I get another 2-drop, which this deck really wants. Alright, Rugged Highlands maybe makes our mana base a little bit better too. A 3rd Mastodon? Jeez. Do I want to take Whisk Away for Splash? It's probably more interesting than a Mastodon. I just feel like Mastodon's not that great in this deck anyway. Guess we'll consider the Whisk Away Splash. It's not a great splash. All right, I think Will the Naga could wreck us, so we'll take that. None of these cards really matter. Sure. That can be good. Could technically play Ethereal Ambush, but I don't think that's worth the splash either. So, have to make one more cut. And I think this deck's okay. It's not insane. We've got some removal, which is nice, but... And we have, like, the bonkers Torrent Elemental, but we're pretty clunky. I mean, we do have Monument, and Inok Guide, and I could play Ramp, technically. Like I said, this takes us from 4 to 6, which helps, but I'm not a big Explosive Vegetation or Map the Waste fan in general. And I don't think we need it, since I've got the Thornwood Falls and the Inok Guide. I'd prefer to not play ramp in here. And these at least all double as morph guys too, so I've got like some early guys for trade. Mastodon, on the other hand, I just don't really like, so I can cut that. Berserker at least ramps me a little bit. I guess we can play it like this. 17 lands, Inok Guide. A lot of 6 drops, but like I said, they're also 3 drops. And we have 3 fight spells, so, and Tail Slash. This could work out. I don't think this deck's that great, but it could work out. So let's get, we want more green for sure. We want our 1 island for Inok Guide. So 2 and 3 sources of blue total if you really count the Inok Guide, which I think is okay. You can count that. So this would be 10 green, 7 red. 7 red is honestly probably enough. Definitely want green early. So I have Monument for ramp. I have Hardened Berserker for ramp. So I have a couple ramp spells already in the deck. I'm really debating if I want to cut something for like Explosive Vegetation, which I don't think I need to. And I don't need double red until fairly late for Commune with Lava. Okay. So this deck's only okay. Like I said, it's not insane. Wish I'd gotten some more 5 drops to reward me for the Monument and the Berserker. But, this deck's fine. It's not insane. Kindled Fury, Tread Upon, Double Epic Confrontation, Bathe, Tail Slash, Hunt the Weak. So it's not like this deck has, complete lack of removal. It's like maybe a bit creature light because we only have 14 creatures and a lot of them are like gray ogres most of the time. I could see that being a problem, but I can't really do much about that. I could try and make Ethereal Ambush work in this deck. I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility. But I mean, our 6 drops are pretty solid. I don't think I want to run 18 lands either. It doesn't exactly seem correct. I do want to get to 6. The problem is these Megamorph for 7, so most of the time I do want to cast these for 6. Maybe I do play Explosive Vegetation then. Just to jump from 4 to 6. But I feel like I get overrun that way. Like I'd rather just play these as Gray Ogres in a pinch to trade with something cheap, or 6 mana, 6/5s, big threats. Otherwise I can cut like Frontier Mastodon for a Vegetation to jump from 4 to 6. This is also a Megamorph. Just so many morphs. It jumps me from 4 to 6, but I also can play a land. So it's like 7. So it does technically get me to like, I can play like a Segmented Crotique, play Explosive Vegetation, go to 6 mana, play a land the next turn, and unmorph, and have like a 7/6. It's not bad. I'm a little bit creature light though. I feel like, 14's not bad. It's acceptable, but if I cut another creature for a ramp spell, I could. The problem is my removal is so dependent on having a creature. I have some concerns Because like double epic confrontation, tail slash hunt the weak with 13 and tread upon and kindled fury with 13 creatures really starts to worry me. I think that we're starting to get too creature light if I cut another one for a ramp spell. I think I'm just gonna run it like this. I think this deck's acceptable. It's not great. I would have liked some more early game, but I think I opted for slightly more expensive stuff. So I think if I could take a pick back, I'd probably swap the Vent Maw for a Tarka Beastbreaker, only because it'd give me another 2-drop, which is nice, and I already have enough like late game 6 drops where I'd probably prefer that. But that's okay. So all right, I think deck's done. Gonna run it like this. Certainly not the best deck I've ever drafted, but Torrent Elemental can do some work. So we'll see. We shall see how we do. I'll see you round 1.